Hi, I'm Nadine Salsabila Putri from Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. Today I will presentation about initial task, Chemical Metallurgy Laboratory. First is AIS. Atomic absorption spectroscopy is a method of material characterization that measures light absorption to ascertain the proportion of particular metal components in samples. Basic principle of AIS two measures the concentration of an element by exploring the idea that atoms absorb light at a particular wavelength, which causes electrons to migrate from their ground state to their excited state. Working process for IIS. The process of turning a sample into a solution, it entails creating a blank solution. A number of standard solutions are prepared, defining the settings of the instrument, determine how much light is absorbed by solutions with known concentrations. The concentrations of the sample was plotted against its corresponding absorbance value to create a calibration curve. Ascertain the solution sample's degree of light absorption. It is possible to determine the concentration of an unknown element by using a calibration curve. Next is FTIR. Fourier transform infrared is a pharmacological device that uses electromagnetic radiation to see how molecules move. Theory of FTIR. The visible and ultraviolet portions of the electromagnetic spectrum can be absorbed by certain biological substances, generating electrons. Infrared radiation can also be absorbed by organic substances, causing them to rotate and move. This vibration increases the energy emitted from bonded atoms, causing molecules to move quickly. Infrared radiation with a frequency of less than 100 cm to 1 and wavelength of 100 cm is absorbed by organic molecules. Principle of FTIR, a beam splitter or moving mirror and a stationary mirror make up the Michelson interferometer. The beam splitter splits the light beam in half, which is then recombined after being reflected by the moving and mixed mirrors. The phase difference shifts over time as a result of the moving mirrors reciprocating movements, altering the optical path difference to the fixed mirror. In the Michelson interferometer, the light beams are recombined to produce interference light. The interference light's intensity is captured by an interferogram, which records the optical path difference along the horizontal axis. Next is UV-Vis. UV-Vis spectrophotometry is a quantitative method for determining light absorbance in compounds, allowing for the calculation of chemical concentrations and the identification of solutions containing organic and inorganic substances like proteins, amino acids, and heavy metals. Basic principle of UV-Vis is a method that measures the absorbance of a chemical compound in a solution based on the amount of visible or UV light it absorbs. The concentration of the compound and the wavelength of the light influence the amount of light absorbed, allowing for the calculation of its concentration. For principle of UV-Vis, molecules become energized by exposure to specific wavelengths of light, causing electrons to move from lower to higher energy states. When an electron jumps off, it absorbs light energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, and only light with the exact amount of energy that triggers conditions will absorb when through the EMR. Electromagnetic radiation interacts with electrons, resulting in absorption spectra or electron spectroscopy. When electrons move to ground energy levels, emissions occur. Energy use loses light intensity, absorbing energy. The Beer-Lambert law can be used to directly calculate the concentration of the sample by analyzing the absorption of spectra that these samples create at particular wavelength. And the last one is STA. By examining every potential avenue for timing infractions, static timing analysis, STA verifies a design's timing performance. STA divides a design into timing paths, determines the delay in signal propagation along each path, and look for timing constraints that are broken both within the design and at the input or output interface. Benefits of STA: a key component of VLSI design is static timing analysis, which helps engineers improve their designs, achieve timing closure, and confirm system operation by examining the timing behavior under different scenarios. Working principle of STA is a process that involves creating a gate-level netlist using a hardware description language HDL like Verilog or VHDL to describe a design's logic, connections, and timing specifications. This netlist is then used to characterize standard cells, determining their timing parameters, which are typically supplied by the cell library vendor. Timing restrictions, such as clock frequency and delay limits, are specified in this foundation. STS main task is to compute timing metrics by evaluating the circuit using the netlist, cell characterization, and timing restrictions. Engineers can iteratively optimize the design until it meets all timing requirements. And these are the references. And thank you.